Hi, in this video I'm going to be covering another custom visual. This one is called the steam graph, and this one is similar to the stacked area chart that we already have in Power BI, the inbuilt one. So let's let's import my data, and let's go to Excel, and the one I'm going to import is language and movies. So I'll just tell you what the data set is about. So if you click on reasons for rating, so basically you have the films, and then you have the year, and you have the rating, and then one means that language had the rating was this because of so the rating was PG-13 because of the language, rating was R because of the language, rating was R but not because of the language. So did language have an influence on the rating? This is what the dataset talks about. So I'll load that, and let's wait until it is loaded. Cancel. Okay, so we have that, the reasons for rating. So now I'd like to tell you something about the steam graph. So it's basically a stacked area chart with smooth interpolation, and it is often used to display values over time. I'm sorry. It is a type of stacked area chart which is displayed around a central axis, resulting in flowing organic shape. So first I'm going to create a normal stacked area chart so that you know the difference between both of them. I mean, there's not a huge difference, but then the subtle differences also make up for a lot. So one more thing that we need to take care of is, you see that the language is summed up, but then that's not an issue because we don't need that. But then here language and year is summed up, and we don't need them to be summarized. So we go to just click on that, go to the column tools, and it's under summarization, select don't summarize. Similarly for language, we don't need to summarize language because the only values we have there are 0 or 1. 0 means that the language did not have that influence on the rating of the movie, and 1 meaning that the language did have an influence on the rating of the movie. So let's click on don't summarize for that as well. So this is done, and now let's select. So I want to select my language, select my rating, and select my year. 1 second. Okay, just give me a second. Let's do this properly. So my axis will be my rating, legend will be the okay sorry my legend will be the rating, my axis will be the year, and value will be the language. So yeah, you have this right here. So this is how it looks. So you've got the different ratings, you've got the movie, you've got the year. You can also click on the film. This won't matter. So yeah, this is how a stacked bar chart, stacked area, sorry, not a bar chart, stacked area chart looks. So if you look at the formatting options that you have available here, so you have under general, you have this is a responsive or non-responsive one. So you can turn that on or off. You can position the graph, you can work with legends, you can change the data colors for all the you can have data labels turned on. So that looks great for some people, it might, for some it might not. You could change the position of data labels, you can have them above or you can have them under. So you can increase the size of the data labels. Also you can decrease the density or increase the density of the data labels. You can have a customized label series so that you can turn this on, and then you yourself could choose. So that can also be done. And the shapes, so basically the stroke width can be increased, so you see the lines getting thicker. Now you got an option, you can have it as a bevel, I can have it as a melt as well. See, just notice the difference. The line style can be changed as well, so we can have it out line, we could have a dashed line, so that can be done as well. And we could round this off as well. So there are a couple of options that you have in here with you. Stroke width can be increased again, line style can be changed, So yes, you've got a lot of options. The plot area can be customized as well. You can increase the transparency, you can add an image, and the rest are the same. You can add a tooltip and stuff like that. So yes, so this is the stacked area chart, and now we will go to our visual, which is the stream graph. Let's delete this one. So my category, let's click inside, and let's have film, let's have the rating, let's have the year and language. Take out the film, we've got a lot of movies in there. We don't need a count of year. Need the, why is it taking as a count? 1 second, let me take that out. The language should be the values, and the category should be, the group should be there, and this should be here. So yes, okay, let's reverse that. That does not work. Slight mistakes, I mean, you learn when you play around with it, otherwise how else are you going to learn? So yeah, so this is how I'll delete this one. So you've seen this one, so I'll delete this one. So this is how a stream graph looks beautiful. You've got this wiggle down here. Okay, that's great. So now you could come to the formatting options to have a look at the formatting. So if you go to general, you can turn off the wiggle. Just notice at the bottom the wiggle goes off, it becomes a normal chart, normal stack area chart. The wiggle is what makes the difference. And you've got options to turn on data labels. You can turn them off, you can lock the aspect, you can add a border, and you also have the option of customizing the x and the y axis according to you, according to your needs. So this is the stream graph. I mean, this also looks good, but the stack data chart also looks pretty good. So it depends on you which one you want to use for whatever situation you are in or whatever data you're presenting. So keep practicing on the data sets. Unless and until you don't practice, you won't understand which visual is best suited for which type of data set. So keep practicing, keep learning. Thank you. I hope you learned something new.